Abby has been actively raising the profile of national charity Cardiac Risk in the Young, known as CRY, which provides optional free heart screening for 14 to 35-year-olds.
So I've been nationally raising awareness of young sudden cardiac death for the charity Cardiac Risk in the Young, which holds screenings, heart screenings up and down the country by CRY at my former high school, Harris Academy. And at that time I was looking for a subject to base my Scottish baccalaureate project on. So I thought it would be quite interesting to see whether Scotland should have like a strategy to try and prevent young people dying of undiagnosed heart conditions.
The service diagnoses most underlying cardiac abnormalities, which, left undetected, can prove fatal. CRY CEO Dr Steven Cox has publicly endorsed her efforts, which have resulted in the charity gaining access to previously unobtainable Scottish data on the number of young sudden cardiac death YSCD cases.
So CRY have statistics saying that at least 12 young people every week in the UK die of an undiagnosed heart condition, and shockingly about 80% of these deaths have no prior symptoms or family history. So it's not just a case of trying to educate people on, kind of warning signs if you might have a condition, because people just unfortunately drop dead with these conditions. So we really want to kind of spread awareness of how important it is to get screened.
She addressed the Scottish Parliament on YSCD in June and recruited 58 of Scotland's 59 members of Parliament to back CRY's initiative to establish a national strategy to prevent YSCD. Abby also joined forces with Dundee bereaved father Peter McAvoy, whose 22-year-old son, also Peter, died of YSCD whilst on a soccer scholarship in America. She organised a fun run and zumbathon to raise money for Peter Jr.'s Memorial Fund.
CRY have a pledge for MPs to sign to basically show their support for what CRY are trying to do to try and get a national strategy to prevent young sudden cardiac death. So I contacted all of the MPs in Scotland, minus one because he'd already signed the pledge, and managed to get them all to sign the Cardiac Risk in the Young pledge, because getting political support is really important in changing policy, which is what we're trying to do. We're trying to get a screening programme rolled out throughout the UK.
The hashtag 4Pete campaign, which pays for local CRY screenings. There were 6 onward GP referrals in 2017 and, in June, a further 4, potentially saving these young lives.